Yes. What exactly your education qualification? Hello.
Uh, Hello, sir.
Yes. What is your qualification? Whether you are completed your graduation or you do still doing?
Yeah, sir. I completed my graduation BTech in the stream of triple in the year
Okay.
2022.
Okay. You are looking for Java full stack?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Today's demo class, I am going to explain the topics we are going to cover, the approach we are going to follow. The completely practical oriented session. Every day we are going to introduce one topic and we are going to give regular assignment, and you need to work on at least one project end-to-end application development. Not only just learning of concept, you need to apply each and every feature for a given requirement. So initially we started what exactly full stack. Generally, stack nothing but anything aligned in the layered format is called stack. We are creating if you want to create any application, we need to write different types of components we have to create. At least we can say front end and back end. Within the back end also, back end business logic is required, database logic is required. So that layers of components we are going to create to get complete application functionality. So we are going to learn different languages and frameworks and libraries and tools also in the entire course content, where we are going to start with first of all Java. So initially we focus on Java programming language, fundamentals of Java language. So that basically called core Java or essentials of Java or basics of Java. Within the what exactly Java? Java is a language, Java is a platform. By learning Java language syntax and semantics, we are going to create one application. The Java application can run on Java platform. That's what we call JRE, Java Runtime Environment. How to install Java software, how to run a basic program, how you are going to compile and run the program. We will discuss one by one in the actual class. But today, just I am elaborating all the concept, whatever you are going to cover. So in the initials of Java, we are going to set up a environment, and later we are going to create variables, different data types, whatever we have, control structure, conditional statement like looping statement, and the concept of arrays, basic input output we are going to see. After completion of these concepts, within this concept, we are going to learn multiple standard examples that are very essential to understand how to generate logic, how to implement functionality. Then after we start about object orientation, when you are implementing any functionality, we need to follow certain structure. Yeah, procedure oriented is there and object oriented concept is there. Java is actually an object oriented programming language. What are the need of object orientation? What are the features of object orientation? How these features we are going to implement within the Java, we will see it. Not only theoretical, a complete practical implementation. By taking one case study, we try to apply each and every feature of Java environment. So what the class, what the object, what the referent, static members, what the non-static members, how they can access, how we are going to establish relation between the object, like easy and has a we are going to see. And the concept of constructor, this keyboard, what the overloading, what the method overloading, and also constructor overloading, we will see it. Then we talk about one important feature called inheritance. So object-oriented programming can support a concept of inheritance. So where the types of inheritance, how extends keyword we are going to use to create specialized classes, and how super keyword can be used in the context of inheritance. Then we talk about the concept of abstract method and abstract classes. An important thing concept like interfaces. What is interface? What is the specification? What is implementation? How interfaces can be implemented in anonymous way with lambda expression. Here we are going to focus on some of the important feature of Java 8 version. that are very essential when you go to interview tomorrow. What the packages concept, what the importance of public keywords, or the path, or the class path, everything we are going to see in the next examples. Here, lambda expression, functional interface is one of the important topic. Wherever you go related to Java, that is very fundamental question somebody is going to get. Then we are going to see string and string handling. What is string, what are the different methods of string, what are the mutable string, what are the immutable string, what are the different APIs available regarding the date and calendar, and some simple concept like static imports and variable arguments also we can see it. Then their concept is called exception handling. When you are working on any programming environment, there will be three types of problem take up. A syntax error, or sometimes we can say compile time error, and runtime errors, and what we call logical error. When you are given a correct program with the correct syntax, when you are executing a program, some error may be occurred, that what we call runtime error called exception. Any exception may be happen, it is terminate the program. Without terminating of the program, if you want to handle exception, if you want to recover from exception, if you want to continue to program execution, exception handling mechanism we need to incorporate. We have a try, catch, throws keyword is there, and also we have finally keyword, we will see it. And apart from what are the user defined exception, what is the need of user defined exception, how we are going to implement within the Java, we will see it. Then after multi-threading functionality. So Java, one of the important feature is multi-threading. What exactly thread? What is the multi-thread? What is the process? What is the multi-process? How to control the multiple threads within the single program? What is the life cycle of each thread? And the concept of synchronization and related methods we will see it. Then input output topic. Here we are going to see completely file handling, how to create a folder, how to read a folder through Java program, how to work with the reader and writer classes, how to work with the stream class also we'll see. And the concept of serialization is there. See what exactly serialization, what the basic form of serialization, and how serialization can be achieved with the help of object output stream and object input stream classes. Then simple networking and GUI topics also will cover how to create a graphical user interface functionality through some API of Java. We will cover there. Then very important topic is called collection framework. So initially we talk about arrays, then we talk about collection. Collection framework provide set of interfaces and classes and objects where we are going to create manage the different types of objects. Some are ordered collection, some are unordered collection, some allow duplicate, some are not allow duplicate, and how key value pairs of object we are going to create the map functionality also we'll see it. Then the concept of collection class, or the difference between collection and collection. What is the overall collection framework API, and the difference we will see it. Then one more important feature from Java 8 onward, collection streaming API. Collection streaming API contain some several methods like map method, filter method, reduce method, like several methods available. Those are depends on so many functional interface. By using lambda expression, we are going to write a compact code for a processing of collection objects. So even interview point of view, this is very important topic. When you go to any interview, some question related to streaming API definitely will come. After completion of this one, it is up to here what we call core Java, essentials of Java, basics of Java. Then after we talk about databases, what exactly database management system, what is the relational database management system, what are the SQL language, what are the different commands of SQL, DDL, DML, DCL, TCL command. And here we try to focus on writing of complex queries by using different tables. And we need to understand how to create a complex query with inner queries or sub queries, and usage of different joins concept, inner join, left join, right join, natural join, cross join, all these joins we are going to implement in a complex example which contains a multiple table with thousands of rows. Then we talk about JDBC, integration of databases with Java application. We talk about relational database, how relational databases can be integrated with Java, that we call JDBC API. Here we have a concept of driver and we have a connections, statement, prepare statements, objects available that we are going to use it. Then after we talk about web technologies, what is exactly web page, what is the website, what is the web server, what is the dynamic web content, what is the static web content. There are so much of terminology associated to web technology. Everything we are going to cover in detail, the practical examples. Here we see HTML and CSS bootstrap in depth we are going to write. You need to work on some creation of web resume and your portfolio and one complete website by using HTML and CSS and also using a bootstrap. Bootstrap is called a front-end toolkit or a front-end library. Nowadays, it is very essential when you are creating a website or web applications. Then we talk about server-side dynamic content, how server-side dynamic content can be generated by using Java Enterprise Edition technology that is basically called servlets and JSP. Nowadays, direct usage of servlets and JSP is not required, but here, what exactly servlets and JSP, for the life cycle of servlet, how we are going to handle request and response, for the session management, for the redirection, for the request dispatcher, and a cookies concept, we will see it. Then what about JSP, or how JSP is different from servlet, or the different categories of JSP tags, and the usage also we will see. Then the concept of filters are there. By introducing concept of MVC with a DAO pattern, we are going to write complete e-commerce application end to end. Product registration, product viewing, add to cart functionality, checkout functionality, order placement functionality, order process functionality, everything we are going to implement by using all the techniques, all the API, whatever we learned so far. Then the concept of web service required, what exactly web services, what the types of web service like SOAP and REST, or the REST API or web API, how JSON XML format can be used to interchange data in between application, how we are plain JSON library we are going to use to create simple JSON data. What is JSON? We will discuss there. Then we talk about frameworks. Nowadays, when you are working on Java application, we need to compulsory use the framework. One of the important framework we have to then is called Spring. Initially, Spring is one application framework which contains several modules for doing of different types of functionality within the Java application. Nowadays, Spring evolved as a not one single project, a family of project available. A Spring family contains Spring Boot, Spring Framework, Spring Cloud, Spring Data, Spring Security, like that different sub-project available. The purpose of each and everything we will discuss. Because when you go to any job tomorrow, you need to working on a Spring related framework environment, a Spring projects you are going to use on every application. So here only we are going to the concept of ORM or the Hibernate or the JPI and the relationship between all the functionality, we will see it. And the concept of microservices and Spring Security, we will see it. Spring Cloud, all the features we will discuss. It is very, very important if you want to understand these concepts effectively. So basics, you must be in a strong where you are going to write one complete application by combining all the features. After completion of this one, HTML, CSS, initially Bootstrap we will see. Then after we are trying to understand JavaScript, one of the important language nowadays, the front-end environment to provide action within the web page. So here JavaScript also contains conditional statement, looping statement, functions and classes, exception, and we have a promises object, fetch API, like different features available. These features we are going to implement practically within the Node.js environment. What exactly Node.js, how we are going to work with the JS function, you will see. Then after we need to understand event handling and DOM manipulation. What exactly DOM? For the DOM API, how to work with the DOM, we will discuss. Then after, one of the important library called React based framework like Next.js, you will see it. What the React, what the component based application development, how components can be interacted one another, and what the hooks concept, how routing can be implemented. Every feature we are going to see practically. Initially, we are going to write different services in the Spring Boot environment. Those services we are going to consume from React. Not only these things, we are going to understand the distributed version control like tool Git, and also we will see the not only relational databases, NoSQL database also we'll have to see that called MongoDB. Then we have to see concept of cloud, or the cloud computing, or the different service of cloud, or the different service provider we have, how to make use of these services from different service provider to bundle and to deploy an application. One single lifecycle application we are going to implement to deploy our application within the cloud environment. So these are the full stack course content. If you are able to learn these things, you are able to write any application. Nowadays, we are going to working on real world. The only thing every day we need to understand the topic, how to write some simple example, then implement your knowledge on the specific requirement. Anytime you can raise your question, and you have to get clarification from my end if you got any error or any warnings. Okay, whether you are looking for offline or online.
Based on the location, sir.
We are from Hyderabad and the KBHB. Where are you? Yes.
Sir, I am from Hyderabad too, but far away from city.
Okay.
Yeah. There are huge topic. Sir. In Hyderabad, where is the location, sir, exactly?
And exactly the Madi Forum Mall of the idea on the
High-tech city.
High-Tech City Road, JNT to High-Tech City Road, KPHB 5th phase.
Okay, KPHB తెలుసు సార్ ఐడియా ఉంది.
5th phase Forum Mall ఉంటుంది కదా, నెక్సస్ మాల్ అంట.
ఓకే.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ దాని దగ్గర ఉంటుంది. మీకు బ్రాండ్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ, ఓల్డ్ బ్రాండ్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ ఉండేది ఆ రోడ్ లో ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే ఓకే.
Yeah, sure. You can contact me. I'll guide you.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Yes. Any question regarding the topics or technically?
No, sir. Clear.
మీకు ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ అప్లికేషన్ ఫీచర్స్ అన్ని కవర్ అవుతాయి. మీరు ఏంటంటే ఎవ్రీడే క్లాస్ ఇది ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి, డౌట్స్ వస్తే రెక్టిఫై చేసుకోవాలి. సో ఇంటర్వ్యూస్కి మాక్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్కి అటెండ్ అవ్వాలి రెగ్యులర్గా, అండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ఎనీ ఫర్ ఏ క్వశ్చన్ ఎనీబడి ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు ఆస్క్, యు ఆర్ రెడీ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ క్లియర్. దానికోసం ఏదైతే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేపిస్తామో మీరు దాన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ ఫాలో అయితే సరిపోతుంది.
ఐఎమ్ న్యూ అంటే కొత్త కదా, కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది, ఎన్ని టాపిక్స్ ఉన్నాయని.
అదే చాలా టాపిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి చెప్పేది. మీరు ఇవాళ నేను చెప్తున్నాను ఈ టాపిక్స్ కవర్ అవుతాయి అని చెప్తున్నాను, ఈ టాపిక్స్ అవసరం చెప్తున్నాను రియల్ టైం. ఇప్పుడు ఒక కోర్స్ నేర్చుకోవాలి మీరు, ఇవాళ మొత్తం అర్థం అవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు మీకు, బట్ ఈ టాపిక్స్ అన్ని కవర్ అవుతాయి. ఈ టాపిక్స్ అన్ని మీరు కవర్ అయితే
అవును సార్, అదే ఇన్ని టాపిక్ ఒకటేసారి చూస్తే కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది.
అదే చెప్పేది. ఓన్లీ నేను ఓన్లీ హెడింగ్ చెప్తున్నాను ఇవాళ. మీకు టాపిక్ బై టాపిక్ వెళ్తుంది, టాపిక్ బై టాపిక్ నేర్చుకుంటారు మీరు. ఓకే, ఒక్కొక్క టాపిక్ నేర్చుకుంటూ దాని మీద అప్లై చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తే మీ నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది. మీకు ఆ నీడ్
అదే సార్
అర్థం
ఇప్పుడు
అవ్వాలి. ఈ టాపిక్ ఎందుకు
నేర్చుకున్నాక
యూజ్
మనకి
చేస్తున్నాము.
రియల్ టైమ్ లో ఎక్కడ ఎలా యూజ్ చేయాలో అది తెలిస్తే
ఇప్పుడు
బెటర్ కదా.
దానికోసమే కదమ్మా దానికోసమే ఒక అప్లికేషన్ రాపిస్తాం మీతో. ఆ టాపిక్ చెప్పి దాని యొక్క ఎక్కడ అప్లై చేస్తాము, ఎలాంటి కంటెస్ట్ అప్లై చేస్తాము. సో మీకు అది ఒక అప్లికేషన్ రాస్తారు కాబట్టి మీకు ఆ క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది. ఆ క్లారిటీ వస్తే
ఓకే
మీరు రేపొద్దున ఇంటర్వ్యూలో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు.
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే సార్, క్లియర్.
ఓన్లీ టాపిక్సే చెప్తున్నాను. ఆ టాపిక్స్ ఇన్ డెప్త్ వన్ బై వన్ ఫోకస్ చేసి నేర్చుకోవాలి. వన్ డేలో ఏం కాదు. సో 4 to 5 months అనుకుంటాం కదా. 4 to 5 months తో మీరు జాగ్రత్తగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకుని మీరు రెడీ అవ్వాలి ఇంటర్వ్యూస్.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే ఫైన్. ఇంకేమైనా టెక్నికల్ డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి. క్వశ్చన్స్ కావాలి. అదర్వైజ్ వేరే విల్ ఇంటరాక్ట్. ఓకే ఫైన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
హలో సార్, కెన్ ఐ లీవ్? హలో హలో హలో